What's up everyone, Ben Murphy here, and today I'm going to be reviewing this 2019 Dodge Charger GT behind me, and we're going to go around the exterior of the car, talk about the new design features the 2019 got, then we're going to hop in the inside, talk about some features, then we're going to hop under the hood and talk about what's under the hood and what's powering this 2019 Dodge Charger GT. Alright, so the new exterior details that the 2019 Dodge Charger GT got, they got new exterior details from the previous Hellcat. So one is a more aggressive front fascia. This front fascia has more details from the last year's Hellcat, so more aggressive front fascia. Then it got this big bulge in the hood right here, this big old bulge right here. That's also what it got from the exterior, another exterior detail from the Hellcat that the previous Dodge Charger did not have. So now, yeah, so that's what I also just like about the front car too. And down here, the whole front is just really aggressive. I like this grille right here. It's not too big, it doesn't take up too much space. And that's really it for the front of the car. Now we'll go around and talk about what's new for the side of the car. So we'll see you there. All right, so now we're on the side of the car, and first we're going to talk about the rims. So these are 20-inch rims right here, and they're not standards. Standard on a 2019 Dodge Charger GT, the rims are 19 inches. These are an additional option, so if you buy the car without the 20-inch rims, they're going to be 19-inch rims. So then another exterior detail that came from last year's Hellcat is this sculpted kind of side skirt down here. This was not here last year. It's an additional part from previous year Hellcat, so it just makes the car look more aggressive, because obviously the Hellcats are the most aggressive and just the best performing Dodges you can get, well, besides the Demon, but that they don't have the Demon as a Charger, it's only a Challenger. So now we're gonna go to the rear of the car. We're gonna talk about trunk space, talk about the rear of the car, and yeah, we'll see you there. All right, so here we are on the back of the car. So immediately you see this rear spoiler right here, this little spoiler. I like this a lot. I think that makes the car look a lot better, like makes it look more aggressive. So, and then you have your Charger badge right here and your GT badge right here. And obviously Dodge right in the middle. So then if we come down to the exhaust, it's a dual tip exhaust. And then, so now if we open up the trunk and talk about the trunk space, so this has 16.1 cubic feet of trunk space without the seats down. You can put those back seats down and have a little more trunk space, but honestly, this is plenty of trunk space, because you could definitely fit a bag of golf clubs in here, fit many suitcases in here if you're traveling or going to the airport. And yeah, that's really it for the rear of the car. Now we're gonna go to the front of the car and talk about some of the features in the front, and on the inside of the car, not the front of the car. We're gonna go to the inside of the car and talk about some of the features on the inside of the car. So the first thing you notice when you hop in the interior of the car is you see the 7-inch screen right here. And this does come with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard. And one thing is that this infotainment system is really good. It's absolutely amazing. Dodge definitely did the infotainment system right. It's just a great infotainment system. And then another thing you guys might notice is that you see all your little knobs here, start, stop, and all that. You see the red around here. This red is not standard. They put this on, so just gonna let you know. And this, for your shifter right here, this red right here is not standard as well. They put this on as well. So now if we hop over, we have this leather steering wheel. You got your paddles back here. Then you have your analog and digital speedo and tachometer. And then for your seats, your cloth seats, houndstooth cloth seats, and then you also have some stitched leather surfaces as well, like the steering wheel. You can kind of see the stitching right there. So now if we come over to the screen is touch screen. So if we go to, and then you can control where it goes, kind of up for a few things down here. So if you click sport, everything goes to sport, traction control goes off. And then you can configure this either by going to the settings, or you can click the super track pack right here, and it'll let you go straight here. So your auto mode setup is when you start the car. This is what it's set to right now. And then you go back and you go to your sport mode setup, it's set to this, everything's in sport. But then, and also a really interesting thing about this car is it has launch control as well. So if you go to launch control, you can set to what RPMs it'll go up to and then activate launch control. And then this thing does come with a sport revised steering and suspension, which it didn't. That's another new thing about it being a 2019. It didn't come with that last year. All right, so another thing about the front is that the leg room, not the seat room, the leg room is really good. I'm 6'3", and the seat's actually pretty far up, but I can definitely move it farther back. And then another really interesting thing about this car is you have 3 pedals. You have your gas pedal, you have your brake pedal, and then you have this other pedal right there. That is your parking brake, that third pedal, which is very unique actually. Most cars' parking brake is like right by their shifter. You kind of like have right here, like pull up. On some BMWs, you pull this thing up. But now we're gonna hop in the back seats and see how much room the back seats have. So another really good thing about this car is that it has really good back seats. Like as I said before, I'm 6'3" and plenty of leg room. With a normal sized human being, like a 6-foot person driving this car, I still have plenty of leg room. So that's one thing Dodge did really well with this car, is that some cars just don't come with very functional back seats, but these are actually really functional. You can fit a really good sized human being back here. So now let's hop under the hood and see what's powering this 2019 Dodge Charger GT. So under the hood of this 2019 Dodge Charger GT, there's a 3.6 liter V6 making 300 horsepower and 264 pound-feet of torque with a 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds and a top speed of 124 miles per hour. And I believe this car comes standard as a rear-wheel drive, but I think you can option it to be an all-wheel drive, but I'm not 100% sure if that's exactly right. But I believe this car is an all-wheel drive. And then for fuel economy, it gets 19 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway with a fuel tank of 18.5 gallons. So that's actually really good fuel economy. And then this car is an 8-speed automatic. All right, so now we're gonna go for a drive on this back road outside of our neighborhood. So I'll see you guys when we get to that road. The first thing you notice about driving this car is that in comfort mode, well, that was in sport mode right there, but in comfort mode it really absorbs the bumps. It's really comfortable. But another thing you notice is it's really wide. The car is very wide. It's a big car, so that's really the first thing you notice. And then in sport mode, with the traction control off, and you accelerate hard, and it'll definitely spin the tires like it did there. So now I'm going to be quiet for most of the video and just let you guys experience what it's really like to kind of drive a 2019 Dodge Charger GT. One thing I am noticing though while taking these corners, for it being such a big and wide car, you can definitely take these corners with more speed than you think. This thing actually does have really good handling for being this big of a car. So we're coming up behind this guy. want to do too much because this guy in front of me is going pretty slow. So yeah, this part of the isn't going to be as entertaining as the first, but you guys noticed that the car, you can take these turns pretty quickly for it being such a big car, but I can't really showcase that as much. I can't really accelerate as much because this person in front of me is going slower. So all right, so the pricing for this 2019 Dodge Charger GT is MSRP for around $32,000, but this one they got for $27,000, and it only had 4,000 miles on it. So basically a brand new car for a good amount off of the original MSRP car. So that's actually a really good deal. Basically, yeah, basically a brand new car. So if you're looking to buy a brand new one of these, $32,000. If you're looking to, you can probably find a used one for $27,000 or probably lower than that because it is a year old. So, and that's it for the review today. So if you guys are new, go down below, click the red subscribe button. Helps me out a lot. It only takes like 2 seconds. And if you've seen multiple of my videos and are not subscribed, just go down below, click that red subscribe button as well. And then if you like this video, drop a like on the video and comment down below what other cars you want to see me do and what other cars you want to see me review. And just like that, I'll see you guys in the next video.